Americans aren't going broke from big purchases. It's the tiny ones bleeding them dry.
This video is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research.
Americans lose thousands yearly from $3, $5, and $7 purchases they never track. Tap to Pay makes every purchase painless, and that's exactly the danger. Americans overspend more with Apple Pay than cash because there's no friction. A $6 coffee daily becomes $180 a month. Most people never calculate it. $12 snacks, $4 apps, $9 treats. Oh, small numbers add up like silent debt.
Americans underestimate micro-spending because it feels harmless, and that's the trap.
But these tiny hits stack faster than rent, bills, or major expenses.
Delivery fees, service fees, tip prompts. Americans burn money without noticing. One food delivery can cost the same as cooking for 3 days at home.
Americans say they're saving money, but their tap-to-pay history shows the opposite. Microspending hits the poorest Americans hardest because frequency beats size. $2 here, $8 there, $12 tomorrow. Ooh, in 30 days it becomes a financial wound. Americans blame inflation, yet microspending is the monster hiding in plain sight. Microspending thrives on emotion, stress, boredom, convenience, loneliness. And the corporations know it. They design everything for seamless spending. Small payments feel harmless because they don't trigger financial pain immediately.
Tap to Pay removes friction. The brain stops recognizing money leaving your account.
Microspending is dangerous because it's automatic, not intentional.
Americans tap for snacks, lattes, games, apps, never thinking twice.
The real issue isn't the price, it's the frequency. Frequency kills savings.
Buying small treats daily creates a habit loop. Trigger, reward, repeat.
Companies rely on this loop. They profit from your smallest impulses.
App notifications are engineered to trigger spending dopamine instantly.
Americans don't realize microspending can exceed rent when counted yearly. A $10 daily convenience habit becomes a $3,650 yearly financial wound. America's economy thrives on small spending because people never feel the loss.
Tap to Pay is the new gambling machine. Quick, addictive, and silent.
Microspending hits every income level. Rich or poor doesn't matter. Americans rarely budget micro costs. They only track big expenses. Problematic. Microspending creates the illusion of control, even when money is leaking daily. Small spending feels safe because your brain only reacts to big financial threats.
That's why corporations reduce friction. They want you tapping without thinking.
Every app is built to shorten the distance between wanting and buying. Coupons, rewards, points, all crafted to make spending feel like winning. The truth? Rewards exist because people spend far more than the rewards return.
Emotional spending spikes at night. Loneliness and stress drive small purchases.
Morning spending spikes too. Coffee, snacks, tiny routines disguised as needs.
Micro-spending triggers the same dopamine reward as bigger purchases, just faster.
That's why people say, just this once, until it becomes daily behavior. Americans underestimate micro-spending because it's invisible until their balance drops.
By the time they notice, the damage is already months deep. Micro-spending prevents Americans from building emergency funds, even tiny ones. And when emergencies hit, they borrow, not save. Debt replaces discipline.
Micro-spending also triggers lifestyle inflation. Small now, bigger later.
Before Americans realize it, they spend like the rich, without earning like the rich.
Micro-spending destroys long-term goals because money leaks faster than it grows. Saving for a house becomes impossible when $600 leaks away monthly unnoticed. Micro-spending converts future security into momentary comfort. Dangerous trade. Emergency funds die because micro-spending kills small savings before they grow. Americans end up trapped, too broke to save, too comfortable to change. And this trap is silent because micro-spending feels normal. But the normal American lifestyle is built on convenience, not financial logic. In 2026, convenience is more expensive than luxury used to be.
DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, these aren't services. They're slow financial bleedouts.
Americans spend more on delivery fees yearly than on actual groceries. Small spending also destroys time. Long-term discipline dies with small excuses. Americans lose control because micro-spending delays the pain until it's too late. When the monthly statement arrives, the shock feels sudden, but damage was daily. Micro-spending blocks wealth building because it steals the money meant for growth. It wipes out investing ability. Most Americans can't invest because nothing's left. Micro-spending blocks wealth because it keeps Americans trapped at zero every month. Small spending also destroys confidence. People think they're bad with money.
But the truth is simple. The system is designed to make micro-spending automatic.
Smart Americans escape by doing the opposite. They add friction back. They remove tap to pay from their phones to force conscious decisions. Smart Americans switch to cash for snacks and quick treats. Pain equals control. They track small spending for 7 days, and the results are shocking. Smart Americans remove delivery apps from their home screen to reduce impulses. They replace micro-spending treats with habits that cost nothing but give more. Instead of buying coffee daily, they brew at home, saving thousands yearly. Smart Americans set a daily spending cap. Tiny limits create massive control.
They use a 24-hour pause rule for all non-essential small purchases.
Smart Americans also audit their micro-spending every weekend. Truth kills denial. They reduce decisions by planning ahead. Pre-decisions beat impulses. And they understand this. Small savings compound. Small spending destroys.
Smart Americans don't fear small spending. They control it before it controls them.
They separate needs from impulses because emotions create 80% of microspending.
Smart Americans question every tap. Does this move me forward or backward? They train awareness. Every dollar spent must serve a purpose, not a mood. Smart Americans treat microspending as the new budget category that decides wealth.
They remove guilt, not emotion, but build systems that prevent automatic spending. Smart Americans understand the truth. Wealth is built by subtraction, not addition. The fewer impulses they follow, the more future they unlock.
Smart Americans know each small decision compounds into identity.
Today's microchoice is tomorrow's financial state, good or bad.
Americans who win in 2026 do more with less. They stop leaking money daily. They eliminate the spending autopilot. Manual control builds real financial muscle. They stop tapping for comfort and start choosing discomfort that builds discipline. Because in America's new economy, discipline beats convenience every time. In 2026, Americans either control the small things or the small things control them.
Stay ahead of the market. Subscribe now and follow CoinPicker for the latest insights.